What's going on, guys? Well, we've had a great success this year on our videos on our YouTube channel. I hope that can roll over to the track. I think our 3 Volusia videos got us right around 3,000 views per. The video with my buddy Mark Rule didn't quite get as many, or neither have the shorts, but we're getting there. We haven't raced since Volusia. We went and helped our buddy down at Hendry County. They ran for 2 nights. We went and helped them for 1. And they're racing this weekend at Hendry County as well, but we got to be at practice on Wednesday. And as you see, I'm at work. I got to work, and it's just tough. So I don't want. So the pause in there was me picking up a work phone call, trying to solve some issues for a job site that we're doing with some cable tray and some low voltage. But we're here at the shop. I've been pretty busy. Lenny's been over here a couple times. The motor's got all the maintenance. Let me flip the camera around. The car's close. The setup is in the car. Everything's lubed up. We've had the whole fuel system apart and lubed up. We've measured and scaled the car since we've been home. The motor's all done. I got to change out a couple gauges. I think our temperature gauge is a little off. And I'm going to try to tie the temperature in a little bit different than how we have here. They have a better looking fitting that goes here, but for years my dad gathered parts that I always told him were junk. And when I got this motor, this is the second Moss motor that we got, and the first one had the port in the side of the head like most, but this motor didn't. And I had to, at the last minute, make something work to go racing. And out of all my dad's junk parts, we made it happen. So I actually really like having this on the car. It just makes me think of my dad every time I look at it. So thanks, Pops. Thanks for keeping some junk. I wish you were here to see it on the car. You'd probably buy something else, but hey, we're making it work. But I want to put it somewhere else on the car. I think it's not reading right either where it's at on how it's coming out. It's up high. I don't know. I'm not smart enough for all that. It just doesn't quite make sense, but we're going to change the gauges and we're going to do something with that. So hopefully that solves everything. I've been out here the last 2 nights. So those rims had tires on them. They're actually folded up right there with that bag inside of them. Those are 94s. We're not going to use those till we get to a big track, so I dismounted them. So I have these 2 wheels available for me when I get to the track on getting some new tires mounted. One of them had a leaking bleeder, the new wheel. One of the bleeders wasn't quite tight enough, so it was leaking just ever so slightly. So is that right rear. I got to fix it. So I'm going to dismount that right rear and flip it around, and we're going to run that tire at practice. I've grinded both of these as well. I'm going to run that tire for practice, and actually that might not be the practice tire, but I still got to fix that wheel. I think that's our practice tire, so that we can run the 2 lesser tires for practice night, the ones that got the most wear. Hopefully we get the car working good on old used tires, and we can, once we bolt new tires on it, maybe we'll gain some speed. Who knows? That'll probably be a Thursday night tire, and then we got these wheels that we're going to break down, and I have to dismount this one because it's pretty used up. I'm going to dismount it and get that ready, so when we get to the track, I have a right rear ready to go, 2 left rears, right rear, 2 left rears, and then we'll have a couple of tires already mounted, kind of ready to go for spares and Thursday night and stuff like that. Adam will pick up fuel. He's back healthy, ready to go. He'll pick up fuel before we go to Eastbay, so we can get all the fuel in the trailer once we're at the track on practice night. So we're getting there. We're going to get this car loaded up this week. That's the plan. Get our shocks and everything set up so I can work on the RV. I got some RV work that I got to do after this car's done, and you'll see that coming up here in the video. I'll explain all that fun stuff out. But as for now, we're just going to do a little bit more cleaning. We're going out to dinner tonight to meet up with Sue Floyd, who is our Countryside Arabian Farm. She's a big supporter of ours. And we're going to have dinner tonight and talk race cars, talk babies, talk family, bad lighting. There, we're back. We're going to talk all that fun stuff. I got good news since Volusia. Sirocco's back on board for us with 2024. We really appreciate them. Crossroads interlocking brick paving is back on board. I think it's their 5th year on the car. Sirocco's been on my car for 8 years. And then of course everybody knows Rhino Roofing and Russ Noise. He's who helps us make this thing happen. We are on the constant look for more sponsorship. We're trying to, Russ wants to sell his locations and move somewhere smaller. We want to, you know, do what we can to get further down the road. We got 30 races this year, and I mean, just short math puts that at like $60,000. That's not maintenance in cars. That's not buying another car right now. We just got this car. We need to get another one. And if you're trying to get a car that is up front like some of them guys, that's like $26,000 and north. All the titanium, the brakes, the just rear ends, front ends, steering boxes, you know, all that fun stuff. So it's a lot of money. We need some help. We want to make you guys proud. We want you to be a part of our team, part of our family. And I hope if you guys are new, you guys stick this out with us for a little bit and realize we're just real people just like you. And we do this because we love it. We have fun. And maybe you want to be a part of it. So we got t-shirts for sale. Please pick those up. We need to sell about 150 more shirts, I think. If we sell about 150 more shirts somewhere in there, we should be able to go ahead and move forward on making our new design. By time we're ready for a new design, hopefully all the names and everybody are on the car, and we can have, you know, all that up to date. All of our supporters that we've done on my personal car the past few years are going to go on here. Go to our Facebook page, check it out. Our supporters are going to be $250 for a white star with orange lettering. You're going to get some t-shirts, an 8x10 signed, some other things. And then an orange star with white lettering is going to be $750. You're going to get a couple shirts, a couple stickers, 8x10, a signed poster. We're going to get a hold of some people and make us some custom stuff this year to kind of just have some more stuff available for you guys. But we want to make it special for you guys on helping us get down the road. Racing's expensive, tires are expensive, fuel's expensive, fuel in the race car and in the RV. It's just crazy. It's just part of it though, and we just got to find creative ways of making it happen, and that's what we're gonna do. I have chosen orange and white again, just like this fitting on my car. The orange was always Dad's color. I'll even insert a photo here. So I got to get the wicker bill orange on that thing and start getting the wing and stuff ready. So I'm excited. I'm ready for Eastbay. This is the last 360 Nationals that they're ever going to have. Eastbay goes away in October. It's going to become freaking landfill or a mine hole, or it's not worth the brain space on figuring it out. But it's not going to be a racetrack anymore, and it's probably one of my favorite racetracks. It breaks your heart sometimes when the track prep's not quite good enough and you rubber up your tires and it's not as fun a racing. But man, I learned how to bang the boards around Eastbay. A thin cushion, doing all that fun stuff, racing against my buddy AJ and Mark and Danny and all those guys. That's where I learned how to run the high side and do all that. So this is our last 360 Nationals. It's going to be our second one. We've never had a 360 until last year. It's going to be our second 360 Nationals, so hopefully we fare a little better than we did last year. Last year we made the A main on the final night, but we struggled the first two nights. So I'm hoping we can do something a little bit different, a little bit better this year. We got a little bit more to button up on the car, and then we're going to be doing our thing and getting to East Bay. Well, here she is. She's all ready to go, looking all spiffy, sporty, looking good. Like my Josh Weller t-shirt. We did a t-shirt trade of Volusia. JoshWeller.com, I believe, is where he sells his merchandise. A good little 360 racer from Pennsylvania. But here we are. So we got our orange on the car. Mom and Dad up there. We got more supporters that we're gonna add when we get to the track. We're gonna let everybody kind of turn their stuff in and figure it out. Countryside Arabian is on the car. But here we go, Sunday night. We're getting ready to put her in the box, and then I got to work on the RV. We're not quite done yet. All right, hey look, it's Isaac. So on the way home from Volusia, we had a small problem. We got a few miles down the road, smelled some burning, and check out the photos I'm about to put on here. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So we had to rewire the trailer. Got us a nice box here now. Got a better little whip setup going on. It's got to be dressed up a little bit more. I didn't have the big zip ties that I needed, but we are hopefully not having any issues. We'll definitely have to check it out a few miles down the road, because what it did is it melted together, and it sent an electric signal to the brakes, and it didn't lock the brakes up, but it had the brakes on. So we had to fix all that. And now also check this out. We got bad weather coming in this weekend, so we are racing tomorrow. So we're gonna go ahead and get all this loaded up. We're getting the RV buttoned up, just filled it up full of water, getting all the stuff in it and getting it all dressed up. About to unhook the truck and get this thing heading on the road tonight. So this video is gonna be over right here. We got some panels. That one's sold. Those two are for sale. That one and that one. That thing's not for sale. He's not for sale. He was too expensive. But we got a couple panels for sale. Hopefully we don't have very many of those coming up here soon. So if you want some authentic merch, there you go. Something cool for the man cave. So let us know if you want them.